Virgo, it's Lisa, and here is your March 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below. Okay, Virgo, so let's see what the overall message is for you for March. So Virgo, the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is all about you going to the next level, growing, evolving. Your life is done being the way it was. You're done treating yourself a certain way. You're done allowing others to treat you a certain way. You've just kind of leveled up. The 10 of Swords is traditionally about stick a fork in you, you're done, right? And it really feels like there's this shift. I know last week I just kept feeling this shift around you. Things were shifting, and it didn't feel like, it's like you knew some things were shifting, and so now they are shifting and you're having to move forward with it. And that's what this feels like. Again, it feels very much like you're done with an old way and you're moving into a new way. It's not quite the Death card. It feels like more like growth is what it feels like, rather than the completely end of something. It feels like a beginning. And yeah, it's really interesting. So then the challenge you have this month, Virgo, is just focusing on taking one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time, and what you need to do right now, instead of focusing on the outcome and how things are going to come together, right? So it really feels like you need to just focus on what you need to do right now. And you're having a challenge because you're looking at the outcome and going, okay, so this is like, what's going to happen? How's this going to be? So you're looking at all the details rather than what you need to do right now, right? So yeah, there's an interesting vibe around the whole thing. It's like there's this energy of shift, which you knew was like things were shifting, and going forward this new way, and you're kind of stuck in the process of moving forward in March, where it's kind of like, I want to know how it's all going to work out. And I'm focusing on that, on the future, rather than focusing on right now and what I need to do right now in order to get to that future. But it feels more so that you're like you don't know what the future is going to be. So you're really, really focusing on that rather than just saying, okay, what do I have to do right now? And then what you have to focus on is letting go of something in order to go and find all the things that are out there waiting for you. And again, there's this sense that's within this, like there's this end of a way of being and going into this new way of being, and you're so unsure about this new way of being. And you just have to let go of this old way of being and going out and finding all the amazing things that are waiting for you. It's like life beyond whatever. Like it could even be like retirement, like life beyond your job. And you're thinking, oh, it's an end of way of being. What am I going to do? Trying to figure out what the outcome is. Like, oh, well, what's my life going to be until I die? And you're focusing on dying rather than focusing on living while, your retirement years. So that's kind of the feeling. It can be the same thing as like health and fitness. Like I was always this way and now I can't do that. Like say if you ran marathons and it's like, well, I've hurt my knee. I'll never be able to run again. And you have to let go of that. But then there's this, you get into yoga and there's all these wonderful ways of doing things, right? So, and same thing with a relationship. It could be the end of a relationship or an end of a way of being in health. And it's now moving into this new way. But there's like all this adventure waiting for you. And you need to focus on that rather than focus on the outcome. And then what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. It's very interesting readings you've had lately, Virgo. Okay, so the 10 of Swords, you're done being a certain way and you're moving on to being a new way. Stick a fork in you. And Yeah, the Ace of Swords is that something has come very clear to you, or a situation has become clear. Something has come, you've had some mental clarity around a situation, which has made you could, and they're showing me the infinity sign. Anytime they show me that, it's kind of like one, for some people could happen first where you're done with a situation and then that gives you mental clarity. Others, you may have mental clarity, which then gives you this place where you're like, yeah, I see this now, I'm done. And you move forward, right? So either way, it's good, but it forces you to change and shift and move in a new direction. The moon is that your path is not very clear, right? It's like, I don't know what my path is. It's a new path, a new way of walking forward with this mental clarity. But I'm just not 100% sure what the steps are, what's coming, right? And we as humans want to know all the steps, right? But it is being okay with walking forward and only seeing what's right in front of you. And then the more you walk forward, the clearer things will come. But right now, it's just not very clear. So you just have to keep taking one step at a time, one moment at a time, and everything will move forward. Which is what the challenge is, right? So the challenge is you're trying to focus and figure out what the outcome is. And you're focusing on that rather than just taking those steps. And the challenge is you just need to take those one step at a time. The Hierophant. So I think you had that in the exact same place last week. So the Hierophant is about someone helping you do this. It can be a friend, a family member. It could be a therapist, a doctor, a physical trainer, a headhunter. It could be anybody who has no agenda other than to see you succeed, to see you take these steps forward and to focus on what you need to focus on. And you need to listen to them and work with them. If you don't have this person, you need to go and find someone who can help you focus on what you need to do right now in order to move towards your goals. And they're saying more so your goals than to move towards all the things that are waiting for you, to look at life as a big adventure, right? The world is your oyster. It's just kind of beginning rather than, it really does feel like there's this way of being that's ending and this new thing that's coming. And it's just getting this person or taking this person's advice and letting them help you. And then when you do move forward, an opportunity comes out of the blue when you least expect it. And that opportunity leads you to success. For some of you, something may have come out of the blue and took you by surprise, but it's still leading you to success, right? So, yeah, interesting. You've got a very interesting reading, Virgo. So what you need to focus on is that there's all these things waiting for you. You need to keep moving forward, let go of a certain, way of being or something that's holding you back. You need to let that go. It feels it could be like mindset, worry, stress, overthinking things. You need to let all of that go and move forward. Again, there's a sense around like retirement or letting go of a job. And then there's all this other stuff out there waiting for you. The Eight of Pentacles is about putting your head down, learning something new for some of you, gathering information, and then just doing what you need to do in order to achieve the success you want, right? So it's like, okay, I'm letting this go, I'm moving forward, and now I'm just going to figure out where I'm going, what I need to do, and do what I need to do. Apply it. The Page of Wands is about listening to your gut, right? Really listen to your gut, not what everybody else thinks you should do. The Hierophant is different because the Hierophant has no agenda other than to see you succeed. When you talk to other people in your life, everybody has an opinion. And a lot of times when people give you an opinion about what you should do, it's based on their fears and their insecurities, right? And it's their reflection onto you. So you can use people as sounding boards, like, hey, what would you think I should do? And listen to them. But ultimately, it's about you following your gut and learning to listen to what your gut tells you, not what everybody else tells you to do. And then, so if it's like, I want to go and travel the world and everybody else is saying, are you crazy? You need to go, no, my gut's telling me I need to do that. And so you need to do it. Then what you don't see coming, Virgo, is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about drama and conflict. So that this month you just, you know, when things are shifting and changing, there's always drama and conflict. Everybody has an opinion. People will be like, what? Right? And all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, don't let any of that distract you. Continue forward. It's kind of like you need to be Switzerland, be neutral, and just continue forward with your goals, where you're heading, and don't let all the conflict and drama affect where you're heading. A very interesting month, Virgo. I cannot wait to see what the weeks hold for you. Please let me know if any of this stuff is resonating with you, because it sounds like a really interesting growth period for you, and I send you tons of good vibes. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps me. Have a fabulous month. Sending you good vibes, and I'll talk to you soon.
The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Namaste, Yabaz.